What's up, homies? In this video, I want to share with you how you can start to magnetize the people that are meant for you, the people that are meant to experience you and your work inside of your coaching business so that you don't have to chase or convince or pressure anyone, but you have things that get put out into the world that serves as resonance that brings people in. The people hear it, they experience you, and they say, I got to get more into proximity with this person because of how they show up, because of who they are. There is so much BS that exists, especially in the space of like creating online businesses or starting your own coaching business. And I want to kind of debunk some of that because I think I'm seeing a lot of people internalize this stuff, and the result of it is them shape-shifting, them trying to be somebody they're not in order to create a result that they want. But I'm telling you, the results that you want are on the other side of you being fully in alignment with the truest expression of who you are. I've experienced this. Like, I've never really been the wellness girly, the girl that's like sitting like this with like beige neutral tones everywhere and stuff like that. It's just not been me. I'm an edgy skater chick living in Southern California. I've always been a little rough around the edges, and I thought I needed to shapeshift out of that version into this other wellness girly version in order to be taken seriously, in order to demonstrate to the world, I can coach you, I can help you, I can help get you to where you want to go. All of that stuff was internalized beliefs that I had about how I needed to show up to create the business that I wanted. I want to tell everybody watching this right now, F that. F that. You do not need to shapeshift. In fact, the greatest gift that you have to bring to the world is the truest expression of who you are. No one else can give the gift of you outside of you. Like, there's no one else on the planet that can give the world the truest expression of you outside of you. I have this gift to give to the world, and it is the truest expression of Micah. And as soon as I started leaning into that, I had so many people coming into my world being like, how can I work with you? What would it look like to hire you as my coach? Do you do one-on-one? Like, all of these people. And I'm like, where did this come from? I just started dropping the facades and the personas and the characters that I was playing to really just decide, I don't care if I lose the business altogether. I am unwilling to show up as anything other than me. My invitation is, where might you be internalizing certain beliefs that you have about how you need to show up to be taken seriously, to look professional, to sign clients, when the reality is the clients that you're looking for are looking for you to be the truest expression of you, not to be hiding behind someone else. I was talking to someone recently and they were like, well, yeah, I want to create a coaching business, but I don't want to have to post videos of myself every day. And I was like, that's a really interesting belief, that you think in order to create a successful coaching business, you have to make videos of yourself every day. And I told her, I'm like, I just helped a coach get to over 10K a month. She's never posted a video of herself. Like, just let that be a reflection of where you have assumptions and internalized beliefs that are total BS. Like, if you want to make videos of yourself, that's probably the best strategy for you because it's what you want. It's what you're good at. It's what you're passionate about. Like, I like this stuff. I like getting in front of a camera, having big ideas that I am kind of like expressing in video form. I love this stuff. This wouldn't work for everybody though, because this isn't maybe what everybody is good at or what they enjoy, what they're passionate about, or how they're actually best able to support the people that are engaging with them. There are frameworks that I like to use when thinking about this concept, and I like to call this authority and authenticity messaging. I'll come up with a better name for it, but I like to use this framework I call the 4S framework. The first S, and we're going to go through each of these. The last one is probably the most overlooked and the one I'm most excited about sharing. But the first one is signal. And this one is probably something that you've heard a lot before. It is just so important that you have clear signals to the people that you're trying to reach of who you help and how you help. Like, who is the person that you're trying to serve? And how do you actually help them? What problem are you helping them to solve? Or what outcome are you helping them to get to? If that's not crystal clear, then your signal is dull. And you need to sharpen the signal by getting really, really clear on who you serve and how you help them. If you are trying to reach everybody, I promise you, you're not reaching anyone because you lack resonance. And resonance is not formed with more content, more offers, more workshops. Resonance is formed with sharpened clarity around your message, who you serve, how you help, the things that you stand for, etc. So, signal is the first S, and it is how people know, how the outside world knows that you are the right guide for them. The second is your story. So, what is and they're all S's, by the way. I think I said that, but I like frameworks like this. Cute little silly frameworks. The second is story, and it is how can you tie in your own personal transformation, your own story of how you solved this problem to demonstrate to the audience that you're trying to reach that you can help them too. Do you have a big before and after that you can share? Sometimes this works really well if you literally have visuals. Like I have a client I'm working with right now who helps people that are experiencing a newly diagnosed or who are experiencing lupus, but they're newly diagnosed. And she has this extraordinary like before and after in terms of her photos. Like the visual demonstration of where she was and where she is now is stark. It's really powerful. Weight loss can be like this, right? With the lupus stuff, it's more like swelling around her face and skin breakouts and things like that, things that come with autoimmune conditions. Same with weight loss stuff. If you can show like, here's where I was before, then I lost all this weight, I got shredded, I got the 6-pack abs, I got swole arms now, here's where I am now. That stuff works really well because you have your own story that demonstrates a very clear before and after. And that contrast is inspiring. Not only that, but your story will give hope to your ideal audience of what is actually possible for them. That's how you want to think about this. You want to think about how can you show the outside world, the people that you're trying to signal to, that you deeply understand them and that your story is one of hope for where they want to be. And that you are the right guide to help them get there because you've already done it in your own life. The third S is strategy. And this has more to do with what is the unique mechanism that you're using to actually help people? And do you talk about that publicly? If you are a weight loss coach, there's so many different ways that you can help people to lose weight. Are you talking about your specific way? Is it through a vegan diet? Is it through the keto diet? Is it through intense workouts? Is it through light workouts? Is it through a combination of nutrition and movement? Do you have a unique mechanism that you're using to help people go from point A to point B? That is your strategy. And that is the stuff that you want to talk about publicly so that people see and, again, create more resonance with the people that are meant for you. The people that are carnivores won't resonate with a vegan diet. The people that are vegan won't resonate with a keto diet. You want to filter out the people that are not meant for you so that you can attract the people that are meant for you. And you want to do that by being really clear with your signal, with your story, and with your strategy. And the last one is stance. The reason I say this one's really overlooked is because people do focus a lot on these tactics like signaling with a specific person, solving a specific problem, and then having your story integrated and testimonials, and then having a unique mechanism that you use. Often people don't tie in their worldview, the things that they actually stand for, the stances that they have, the hills that they're willing to die on. I've been reflecting a lot on this concept of like, what are the hills that I'm willing to die on? And the more I hone those in, the more clear I am on who I'm trying to bring into my world. Because I want to bring in people into my world that also have similar stances, similar worldviews, that value things in this, maybe not the same way, but similar ways, right? Like there are people that I'm not going to be meant for. There are people that we are not going to see the world the same way. And it's going to be really hard for me to work with them if the way that I see the world shapes how I show up and the ways that I help people and the business that I'm creating and the ways that I'm helping other people create their businesses. And so these stances, these worldviews inform the business that I create and how I help other people. I am really big on community. And so everything that I do has community at the center. That is a value that I have. The hill that I'm willing to die on is that the most legendary thing that I can create is a deeply connected community. and the experiences that get created inside that space. Another hill that I'm willing to die on is that we are the authors of our own story. And if we don't like the direction or the trajectory of the narrative, we can write the plot twist. I don't work with people who are in a victim mentality. Life is happening to me. I have no control over my circumstances. I take no personal responsibility, because the way that I see the world is you are in control. You are the author of your own story. You get to take control over changing up the direction that your life is headed in. And if you choose not to make those decisions, then that's on you. That's not, and no one else is to blame. And I'm not saying there aren't real victims that experience real things in life. Of course. I'm talking about actually taking personal responsibility for the direction of your life in general. There are a few of these, and I could go on and on with some of the ways that my stances and worldviews inform the ways that I show up, inform the content that I put out, inform the offers that I create. But the important thing is that you spend some time with, how do I see the world? What are the deep beliefs that I have? What are the hills that I'm willing to die on? What are the things that I deeply value? And how can I start to tie some of that into how I show up, so that I can create more resonance with the people that are meant to experience me and my work? Signal, story, strategy, and stance. Those are the 4 S's. If you really dial these in, you will create deep resonance with the people that are meant for you. And I'm telling you right now, it is not the content, it is not the offers, it is not the workshops, it is the resonance that will create clients and magnetize people into your world. You will do so much less pressuring, convincing, chasing. You never should be doing any of that in the first place. But you won't have to if you really hone these things in, because you will have enough resonance that bring the right people into your world in such a way that they're like, that is the person for me. That is who I need in proximity to me as I undergo this transformation, as I overcome this problem. I hope this has been helpful. Again, thinking about authority messaging, thinking about magnetizing the people that are meant to experience our work. As always, you guys are welcome to hang out with us inside of Nursepreneur Lab, which is my free community where I hang out with folks and help them along the way in their own nurse coaching business. I got a podcast, I got a lot of other stuff, but hopefully you guys will subscribe to the channel so that I can keep making cool videos that help nurse coaches in their own businesses, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.